to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock in the stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So North Carolina's offense will have first crack at this one. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award now. It is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Lopez to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Slithers into space. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So UCF's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up, and they are physical, and they stick their face in the fan, and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking for a man. It's Fancher. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's a draw. Powers through the defender. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's good. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's good. Hard running there. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Fancher. The short hand, it's Nixon. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Knights are on the move. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Lopez wants to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now in this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw.
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Jukes his way for more.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Lopez to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give from the gun. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Ship. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNC! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this 1st half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 4 over Temple. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Just a short pass to the tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts. Small game.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Knights want to crank the tempo. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Burke. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. Got a little space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Knights have this offense rolling.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
They're going to ride this running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Fancher. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touch. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looking for a man. It's Fancher. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Knights will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Catch in the middle. It's Ship.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. And you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Lopez wants to fire. They're setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
35, UCF 7.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Knights send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Release to the back. Got a man. It's Hood. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. The Tar Heels will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Fancher. Under fire. Fires downfield. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the 1st down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
The second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
They really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but...
Oh, he's got some space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Find some fresh air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
Look out, he's got room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Fancher. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man, it's Nixon. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
They kick it away on 4th down. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. On the run, it's Hood. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground, he's got it again. Can't get him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a 3rd down. Lopez wants to fire. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and some.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Cradles it at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pushes ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Eastern Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 18 over Louisiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Shakes off the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop in the running back spot.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. That's caught. It's shipped. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Extending the play. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Lopez to pass. Got his man. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Makes the grab. It's Burke. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 32, on to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's reeled in. It's Nichols. At the 35, he's loose. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He breaks a tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defense is...
Touchdown, Tar Heels! Quick Quick strike through the air for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 28 to SMU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
There he goes. Quick step and go. Oh, he's still got more. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Under fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Fancher. The short hands, it's Wade. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
On the play.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Bunch formation for these receivers. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Ship. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Grab behind the line. It's Nichols. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Fancher. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Using his legs, it's Nixon. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
He'll field the punt and look for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Caught over the middle. It's Nichols. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Gauze. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You